That's right. Pixel is drinking from the same cup he drank from last night. Didn't even wash it. And we just lost the black cat because of that. He's offended. Tonight we're talking about one of my favorite post-crisis Flash issues. There's a lot, dude. I gotta say, when it comes to the early DC from the '87 to the '90 to the early '90s, there's a lot of cool titles out this time. You had the Justice League International, you had Justice League Europe, you had Batman, Superman, Flash. It was just one hit after another. So being a fan, like you didn't know what to read and what not to read. You wanted to read all of them. And that's right, Eric. Instead of drinking, you should have stayed sober and joined us.
I don't know why, Breen. Why don't you join us? You've read this stuff.
I think Evil Black Cat scares him. Oh, it's a good thing.
But he's gone.
And I know, right?
He got like this is like this. See, I understood. What was it that we did? The one. Crap! It was like 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
The one last week was the Batman, the Joker. I forget what the one.
I don't understand that one either because that also is a book in the 70s. So,
Denny O'Neil. I think when he gets too crowded, I think he gets kind of shy and he just wants to stay off. The excuse to stay off.
Yeah,
but last week's excuse though was great. I was just saying, last week's excuse was Bree inside. He wants to rest his beautiful voice because there's 2 readings after this.
Yes, they aren't set up yet, but there will be 2 readings. I hope you're ready for a delightful time.
Well, since it's just you and I, and the cat's having a problem with his internet, let's show the book. Let's show the book. Let's go through this.
Ta-da!
Pixel, I believe this was a first read for you as well.
Yes. So, I obviously we've watched The Flash, so we know Pied Piper is gay in that. This book goes ahead and starts us off. Going ahead. Brayton is ready to monologue. He should monologue with us right now.
Wait, hold on. He's what?
Ready to monologue.
I didn't know that.
Oh, no, he's ready. Oh, the cat is back. Yep.
Yeah, my internet got messed up.
So, we've talked about narration bubbles before. This one is basically his thoughts, but they're also treated differently from his actual thoughts. So it is his own narration, but it's a lot livelier than, say, when Batman is narrating.
Yeah, I gotta say, so this is 1991. This is a few years after Mike Barron's run on this. On the Willis Flash, this is William Messner-Loebs took over. Didn't care for it as much. It was kind of hit or miss as far as some of the issues for me. But I do say this is kind of different for me. Seeing LaRocque draw Wally West, and also him. He's also drawing. Basically, you get to see. You can get past that old man who's supposed to be Pied Piper. Yeah. He draws Superman in this issue. So here. Hold on, don't go back, Pixel, because there's something I want to mention.
Yeah, Wally's an IRS agent.
Yes. Yes. And he says, like, and I wonder if I can nail the Joker in there. He's like, well, keep your foot past it. I was going to read it.
So, oh, wow.
Yeah. Next page.
Yes. So I wonder if I can nail the Joker on income tax evasion. And he's like, he steals money just to have something to steal. He's right. When you're on this side of the law, you do him. But it brings up a funny joke, though, because, and this is credit to Evil Black Cat, reminding me of this, an animated series.
If I don't pay up, I'll go to jail for tax evasion. I'm crazy enough to take on Batman, but the IRS? No, thank you. Yes, I was thinking of this. Yes. I love
this was
that.
Also another thing that surprised me because I knew they had characters like North Star or Marvel. DC, in this issue, Pied Piper comes out as being homosexual. or Gabe, if you prefer. And it kind of throws Wally off. But they did mention something here as far as Wally. Wally had said that, he's got a gift as being a speedster, basically a gift of friendship. And that got me thinking. So Barry in CW is pretty ripping off Wally West, where he basically introduces takes his mask off. So I'm Wally West. I can basically he can talk to villains and calm them down or whatever. He's got
I think this is the part where Wally doesn't have. I'm not sure if this is the part, but Wally doesn't have a secret identity.
Oh, really? Okay, because I was gonna say because it's like But now some people might be offended by this because the way what Wally does, because he says like, oh, he doesn't need to be getting his body. He's like, me, gosh, no. Oh, look at the time, I gotta go. He just runs out of there. But a smirk on Pied Piper's face, Hartley's face, is like, what is that? He just aged like. It's like the great George Bell came in and just blessed us with his inking.
No, that's a ridiculous exaggeration, and
I
it.
I gotta
Graphic Man, if you are in the audience, come on, please help out here. Let's go back. Let's look at Pied Piper. I guess he doesn't look that old though. He doesn't.
It's the smile and the eyebrows and the eyes.
He's supposed to be in his early 20s.
I know.
I don't see early 20s. I see. I'll admit. I'll see 30s. I see 30s.
It's like it's like a David Bowie almost.
But still, he's not an old man in that panel.
But I forgot that Raleigh had a ears communicator in his glove though. That's kind of cool. And of course, we get the classic, caption here. And he's like, idiot. And I'm thinking, like, are they calling him an idiot?
Keep that skirt down, lady.
Yes. For anybody who is sensitive to basically a good comics, you might not want to watch this because we're going to be showing off stuff that might be considered offensive today to people who like Nick Fitzmartin and some of the other crappy writers like Simon Spurrier.
Like those gams.
Yeah, and this is still before the Mark Waid run too. Like I said, I love the way they would draw him back then. Now I can't complain with much as far as today in Jeremy Adams' book because like the writing's that good. But I would still say that the art is not superior to the early versions of him. But of course, you get to see the little team up here of seeing Wally West and Superman.
His eyes suck.
For what? Superman?
No, Superman looks fine. Look, that's Superman. Hi, Superman.
What's
you
wrong?
Look fine. What sucks is
Barry's eyes are supposed to be covered. It's with lenses. They're supposed to be covered like that.
That sucks. It's horrible.
No, that's a classic
so
concept. That's how you defined Barry and Wally. It's still used today.
It's ass.
That's
Look at that.
So basically, Batman and
Pixel always has the wrong opinion, but I think this is the first issue where he gets the white lenses.
Bug eyes.
Yeah.
He has bug eyes.
So what you're saying is then Batman animated series cannot use this at all either because they do.
Well, they don't make it like, oh, look, my eyes are bulging. All of these look like those lenses. They're like a mile off of his eyes.
You know why? So you can look to the right or left behind him and see what's coming, so you can see. If they were
you
just
don't
little
put your lenses on your eye.
Look at your glasses. Look at the length of your glasses.
Yeah,
that's the length of your lenses.
But you're saying in the Batman the animated series, or well, I guess the Justice League animated series, what you mean? But
his eyes, his eyes would squint. They're white. They're
yes. But it was in the same way that Batman has his eyes with that white glow. Basically, they're look at those. That's wrong. That's just wrong.
Go read your Megan Fitzmartin, Young Justice.
I don't read that.
I do like the fact that Jimmy Olsen doesn't have his bow tie for once. Thank God.
They got rid of the one good thing about Jimmy. No,
and they fired him too. Because he was fired last week. As it says in the comic. So
they fired him and took his bow tie. You're fired.
Sorry,
You're the new Jimmy.
This bow ties are probably the daily planet. Hey, look who's here. A little bit.
I had to get.
I think. Why are you speaking? You're not on here yet.
I'm not here now.
Now you're here.
I had to go get the red shirt real quick. I had to fit in.
It took him 15 minutes.
I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt.
I just threw the first shirt that I had.
Anyway, let's get Zach's opinion on this. I want Zach's opinion.
Sure.
Do you think his eyes suck here?
I like on that particular picture. It looks weird because there's like
the
hump.
How about this one right here?
I mean, wait, are we talking about like just the white eyes that are part of his cowl?
The lenses, yes.
I like the white eyes on his outfit. He had, because that's what he had. That's what I'm used to. When I started watching Justice League, he was the Flash in the cartoon.
But
so he had the white.
Yeah, he has the white. He has the pure white, like Batman does in that series, and that's fine. But I'm saying in this comic, they are bulging out like little bug eyes.
The bulging I don't like. I don't like the bulge.
No one ever accused you of liking bulges, but now that it's on your tongue.
Hey, do you know any supervillains that are gay, Zach?
Yes, in this one.
Well, you like the bulge or not? But I'll just say this about the lenses.
Why does Jimmy look like
I like the fact that they added this, because otherwise no one would be able to tell. Is that Barry or is that Wally?
That's true. Because Barry has like just the plain, you can see his eyes.
And actually it doesn't cover his nose. Barry's actually goes down and covers his nose.
Barry's does cover his nose.
Sorry, Wally's.
Wally
basically has the Batman. You see current Batman comic books right now. Same thing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but I don't think his eyes look retarded. Why?
You're
not supposed to use that word. Sorry.
Look retarded. It's really weird.
I'm not using the
R word.
Yes, that's right.
As Bernie says, these are official artists. She says the eyes aren't bulging out, but the rendering does look a bit odd.
Yeah.
Yes, and the only R word we use in this channel is the word we use to describe Zach.
It's not Black Bulge.
No, it is not.
That's right.
It definitely is not. So wait, in Action Comics or in Superman, had Jimmy Olsen been fired? Like, is this like one of those, like it happened in another issue and then carries over to this one?
I'm currently reading through it, and I don't think he got let go.
Okay.
But no, I think unless it says back there's an asterisk next to it, it's just an in-house, thing.
Okay.
It's just with the story.
Yeah.
Because I said, as far as I know, he's still with on the Daily Planet. But I like it. Look at the watch. There you go. Pixel's gonna hate the watch too.
Why would I hate the watch?
Why would anyone hate the watch?
It's got a bulging white lens.
Well, yeah, because it's a watch.
It's not an eyeball.
Yeah.
Hold it right there.
It's a very different thing.
Hey, wait. Does Superman shrink down? Does his physique deflate when he goes into Clark Kent mode in this issue, by the way, Vinkman?
I gotta ask you, did you read this book at all?
Yeah, I read it today.
So why are you asking me stupid questions? You're asking me. Does he do this? Of course I read it. No, actually, no. He looks exactly the same he does in the suit. It's a suit. Like I said, as what's his name said,
better
Mr. Green,
here.
He says
better, that's better. That's,
because it doesn't look like it's coming off of his face. It looks like it's where the eyes would be.
It's early 90s. Get off your horses, bro.
I'm going to stay on my horse.
Get off your horses.
Listen, it's 421 and not 420, but it's still a high horse.
It's only 6 to 18 here by me, but you must be off.
The date.
No, thank you. I'm good.
No, Pixel has a date with his horse. That's why he's riding it.
Look at the giant words they use. Electromagnetic fire.
Yeah.
That's what you're not going to see in
the
the book today.
You even have to buy him dinner or a movie.
Yay! So yeah.
So overall, I gotta ask: did you guys enjoy this issue, or is this something that you guys are gonna like? Okay, I read it.
It was all right. It was a good little kind of a one-shot story. It thought it weird that Superman was like, "Hey, I need somebody fast who's willing to like bend the rules." Like that's not Superman.
I felt more like he was using Wally. I mean, Wally needed to
Yeah,
do this.
kind of, right? Just a little bit. It's like a Batman move. Like I'm
just,
gonna use.
And you saw him in the suit how he looks now.
Yeah,
he's not like crazy, like Mr. Incredible. It's exaggerated. The only reason I never really liked it in the cartoon series, but I did like the voice acting, the storytelling. Like I said, with storytelling, you get if it's so good, you can ignore the art. But like I said, I never really cared for the animated version.
I like this picture
Topless
where
people.
Wally first shows up in San Felipe,
Yeah.
and he sees the two topless girls. He's like, I think I'm gonna like it here.
I know.
I didn't notice that they were topless when I first read it.
Like I said, this comic is very problematic. The way he reacted to Harley coming out as gay, and then with all the naked women, being objectified. Yeah, you can say it's actually a good comic.
Venkman, you're saying it's problematic. If anybody finds this stuff problematic, they need to go get a life.
Well, I'm not saying personally I think it's problematic. I'm just saying if this was shown to anybody they'd be like, oh my gosh, it's just horrible. We need to cancel this book. This would never fly at current DC or Marvel.
I don't think the topless women would really cause that much alarm.
I mean, there's not a whole lot that.
You'd be
you're
surprised.
you're seeing them from behind.
That's right. Yeah.
Crazy people would.
Well, there are some crazy people.
Why aren't there any fat women there?
But there are people outside of the Twitterverse.
Yeah.
I mean, Harley Quinn, I'm
writers...
sure, would go to a topless beach if she could. Especially in modern DC.
I'm confused.
No. Yeah, Zach doesn't mind the bulge. He doesn't like the black bulge though.
What if it's a person wearing a black mankini over it? It's still a bulge, right? Anyway,
not commenting.
62 tacos.
Yeah.
Get me over. See, look at this. I look at the invention of food. That's the other thing I love about the early Flash stuff.
Yeah, he's talking about all the food. Yeah, because Barry doesn't have to eat, right? It's Wally that needs to eat.
I don't know about Barry, but Mike Barry started this with the whole food thing.
Yeah,
and I
always remember it being a Wally West thing. I never see Barry Allen talking about how he has to eat to keep running.
And I love this. The metal. Let's keep the sharks at bay. But he's like, I'm looking fast enough to run past it.
Yeah.
Yippee! Anytime I get to see the Flash run in water, is awesome. And we saw this in the animated series too when they were racing.
That's a strangely defined suit.
That is, yeah.
That's his butt. Okay.
No, I'm talking in general. Because look, if you go back, pardon me.
Bless you.
Thank you. If you look, the definition of the suit, what is the look they're trying to go for? Are they trying to say that it's rubber? No.
It's like no. Superman says it's a new suit when they first meet up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't look like this defined. Is what I'm saying.
Well, it's probably wet now because he's gone in the water.
Oh, that's a fair point, Venkman. Thank you.
Yeah. It could be extra shiny.
But
I love this. He's like, I gotta run over and let you go ahead, Nats, sharks. No, there's lion mites, lots and lots of mites.
Lots of mines.
Yes, finally the island.
I like the motion lines on that as he's going up the beach. Like you see the figure, but it's not like fully defined. Yeah. It is like a blur, which I like.
He's basically he's storming Pearl Harbor with how much these defenses on this island.
I think you mean Normandy, which is in a very different location than Pearl Harbor.
Yes, one is the side Zach supported, the other.
Watch it, cat. Watch it, cat.
Yeah, if we can have a booty soak and Wally equal time for the men.
That's true. That's
No,
true.
it's not It's not. I'm literally talking about the design of the suit. I'm not talking about the fact that he has an ass. He can have an ass. I'm just saying that. Yes, the definition is a little odd. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's you guys can take it. It's regular LaRocque. It's not like you're getting a better artist on there drawing it. So it's a new suit. They want to stand out. I guarantee if you go in the next issue, it's gonna look different.
and now he has yellow eyes.
Yeah.
Well, yes,
Yellow
because
eyes.
this page was just scanned. As you can see, it's not updated like
He's
it
got
is
night
here.
vision now.
See? And
And look,
of course,
there's a woman in a thong.
Yep.
it's
El Presidente.
and a topless woman right there.
Yep. Oh yeah, she is.
Yep.
And since this is 1991, we can confirm it is a woman.
Yeah. Now look at here you go. Look at here's in this suit right there. Like I said, that's what I'm used to with the Byrne era. He was never really bulky, and that's why I always like that. And then Dan Moore does the same thing. He's just freakishly tall. That's all. I also think the cape also makes him a little bigger too. But it's like Kid Rock with the.
Did he become a white man? Like, let's see. Over here, no, he was pretty pale here. Yeah,
but his hair has changed colors. I went from being now it's blonde in the sunlight.
So that's the scan page. So.
Well, now he's Jimmy
Could
Buffett's
be.
best friend.
Hey, that guy just stole our dictator. Like I said, I love the early '90s antics. As far as with the Flash.
Antics? Yeah. Why should you say antics? Early '90s antics.
So you could say it the other way.
It's like anthrax, but not quite as deadly. Oh my gosh.
Anyways.
Sure.
Anyway.
Evil Black Cat. So what do you think of this issue? Because I know you said you're talking about the next issue is one of the more important ones, but
it was a good read. Nothing too memorable, nothing too bad.
But was it boring?
Boring Street.
It's not boring. Like, it's a good read. Yeah.
No, the sign, Boring Street.
So
Yeah, and Swan Plaza.
We've talked about the story, and as far as I do love the art in this. So even though it's not the art, it'd be a little better.
Hey,
but
Pixie, can you scroll back a few pages?
Pixie. Right there, or
Yeah.
here, or
So anyone notice any Easter eggs?
Kurt Swan.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Wayne Boring.
It was 67. Is what? What was the number?
No, it's basically Kurt Swan and Wayne Boring.
Oh, Wayne Boring. Okay.
Okay.
So previous Superman artists.
Yep.
And Breen gets it.
Of course, he was there.
And Breen, if you've made it 23 minutes and 40 seconds, you've won! Okay.
Yeah, that is an oddly placed cape down there. Legs.
Yeah. Speaking of bulges,
That's not how capes work.
look at the president's mustache just went straight to yellow too. Like he looks more like Chef
It
Boyardee.
keeps changing colors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe his color changed with the water. I don't know.
Yes, but there's a reason for this one.
Now,
Because it's Jimmy
Wait, he's
Olsen.
gone.
No. It's the Flash. He hits a man with a chair.
Hi, I'm Wally West. I'm the Flash.
I'll burn you.
Yeah, like I said, Superman just stands there. He's like, really? He's like, oh crap, as he breaks his hands.
And he's dead. He said you. But yeah.
He's still crying like, Superman just broke my hands.
Yep. And so it's revealed who played the
That's
Flash.
Yeah, it was Jimmy.
Pied Piper.
Oh, really?
That's why.
Ah.
That's why the mustache was yellow, because the Flash was playing the dictator.
And Pied Piper's happy because now I get to see Wally with his shirt off.
Actually, no, we're wrong, because he's yellow here too.
Still yellow. Yep.
I'm a very important man.
Nadine's all you can eat.
Heads will roll.
Yeah, I gotta say, hey, Pink. Hey, what do you point? Oh, you want me? He's pointing up to Wayne Boring. That's what he's doing. Okay, that's common.
Or the time.
Long used drugs to fuel his powers. Not a subtle anti-drug message in the book. Like, yeah, like I said, the '90s comic books were kind of crazy with that stuff.
Where's my pro-drug comic book?
Yeah, this was your pro drug.
No, I think modern comics are the pro-drug comic books. You'll need drugs.
Yeah, I think that was more like if you're going through the early, I would say, 2015 is when you basically see that those bad books. But overall, I guess this was still a fun, enjoyable book. I do recommend people who've never read the early Flash stuff go back to. Well, I mean, for me personally, I never really cared for Silver Age. I do dabble into it, but I like what Mike Byrne did with the character having with Wally. And then it said William Messner-Loebs continued it, and then we get some Mark Waid, and like you said, and just kept going to the Jeff Johns. The Flash has been shown a lot of love over the years.
The Flash has been the most consistently good title, whereas other ones will have like periods where they're really good and then they'll go really bad. Flash tends to stay pretty consistent, which I appreciate.
Yeah, he's basically he's a pillar in the DC community.
Yeah. One that gets overlooked a lot because he's not a member of the Trinity, but
who needs a Trinity when the Flash is responsible for everything? He created Flashpoint.
Man, that was Barry. We don't pin that on Wally.
That was Jeff Johns.
That was Barry. So was it Jeff Johns? It probably was.
Johns is like, yeah, hold my beer. Yeah. Oh man,
Yeah,
the
but
chat.
Johns basically created it as a single issue thing, not
Yeah.
a standalone storyline thing. It wasn't supposed to be the New 52.
Yeah,
That
right.
Dan Didiot.
And
Yeah.
idiot.
Because after that, we were supposed to get a regular Flash ongoing series with Johns and another one with Grant Morrison.
I wonder if we dodged a bullet there.
Not really, because they were really going to go into the Speed Force the way Williamson did,
Oh, okay.
So
and then bring in Sabat. There was going to be a Wally West event in 2020. 2012.
I gotta point out, when we first showed it here at the cover, this is Jan Jurgens doing the art on this. That was another thing too. I like early Dan Jurgens art.
I gotta say, I'm not crazy about them both looking like they're yelling Khan from Star Trek 2. Also, that's not Wally's lightning bolt. That's Barry's lightning bolt.
But you know what's different on the cover?
Zigzags.
If you look where Wally's eyes are, you can see his eyes. The lenses aren't there.
That's true. So it's not Wally. It's got to be. I think that's Barry. Somebody goofed and they drew Barry.
No. This was Wally's costume until this issue.
Oh,
So he didn't get the.
He was wearing Barry's outfit though for a while.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until the previous issue, like 52.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like I said. I said. Look at the layout design too. These are covers. You know, you had the title on top. You had the little box on the left, and then you got a little thing that says like, "Oh, it's Race Against Time." You know, and then you had the whole entire thing was the art. So that's why when we look at World's Finest covers, I like those. Those are more like closer to this kind of era as far as comic books versus some of the other books he's coming out right now. But Anyway.
Anyway.
So, is anybody in the comments section over here or the peanut gallery in the chat? Any questions? Rager, yes, we do notice you. We see you. You know, you're there.
Hey, little Rhaegar.
Yes, and
That wasn't me.
I'm just
That
gonna say
wasn't
this.
me.
The other reason we like the Flash because he is a comrade. He lives the red.
But he works for the IRS,
Yes.
so we don't like him.
Actually, yeah, that was cool. I did like. There's this one little throwaway line. It doesn't really add anything to the story, but when he's like checking in or like going into San Felipe, he says he's part of a Justice League Europe IRS task force. It's like, oh yeah, because he was in Justice League Europe.
For Zach,
I like
yeah.
that
So Zach,
continuity.
you saw the exchange at the beginning, right? With him talking about going after the Joker.
Yeah, I read the whole thing. Yeah.
So we're Eva Blackcap earlier before you got here was talking about this.
If I don't pay up, I'll go to jail for tax evasion. He's the Joker. Yeah, that's right. He doesn't report what he steals. That's pretty funny.
I gotta say this was a good issue for me. I enjoyed it. I mean, then again, I liked a lot of them back then. Just going through. Obviously, for me personally, Mike Barron was a better writer than William Messner-Loebs, but like I said, that doesn't count out Loebs. Not saying that Loebs is a bad writer. I wouldn't say he's mid. I think he's above mid. So that being said, out of 5 stars, what would you guys give this?
Give it maybe like a 3.5, maybe a 4.
Pixel, okay.
I wasn't applying numbers to it. Here's the thing. No, the thing is later when we're reading Fantastic Four. I think out of 5, 3.5 is actually the best way to go ahead and rate this.
And that's kind of what I was thinking too. I was like,
it's fun. It's fun. I think the writing's fine. It's better than last week. It doesn't seem out of character for either of them, even though we did say that Superman is kind of just using Wally. Yeah, he just didn't want to do it himself, I guess. He really did nothing, if you think about it.
Really, what does Superman do? He goes to that the CIA office, and he breaks. He doesn't break in, but he spies on government secrets using X-ray and microscopic things.
What does that matter?
He really does. That's all he does.
What's he doing? How's that helping?
Superman breaking the law. Way to go, Boy Scout.
Yeah, he wanted the Flash to do this so he could do something else. I mean, it was an idea at this time. It was like we got to do a crossover because like everybody was doing stuff like this. I mean, and like William Messner-Loebs probably figured he's probably shoehorned. He probably didn't want to have the Superman in there, you know, because normally they wouldn't really do that. I bet you someone at DC's like, you know what, you should put Superman in there.
Here's the thing. I think I am going to revert back to like a 3.5 instead of a 4-star. Because here's the thing. Superman could have easily gotten Supergirl to do all of this. Supergirl can fly and is bulletproof.
There is no Supergirl.
Oh, there is no Supergirl. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
she's dead, Jim.
She's dead.
She exists.
Well, still, Superman could have done all of this himself. Yeah. Like, he doesn't need Wally to do this. He's just it's the Flash's book, so the Flash has to be the star.
In the Adventures, New Adventures of Superman, and so that basically
in the Suicide Squad, which was coming out in 1985 or 86,
which I think was still
85 or 86,
7 or later, because the Suicide Squad is post Legends. And Legends is post-crisis. Post-crisis book started in 1987.
For some reason, I feel that my book must be wrong then, because the first one that I read, Trial by Fire, that's the first volume's name, they said like 85. Why am I being soloed out? Anyway, In that book, eventually Batman does show up. He like sneaks his way in to basically tell Amanda Waller, I don't like what you're doing. You can't be using these villains to go on government missions. And Waller pretty much tells him, fuck off.
In typical Waller
I do what I
fashion.
want.
I don't give a fuck. Cow's mom's a bitch. But yeah, so
That's 87.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
87.
I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Okay,
I understand that.
You are the mistake.
Not till much later. That's 98.
Actually, the mistake happened in 97. Anyway, why do I talk to you people?
That's a great question. That's a
What do you
great
mean by
question.
Like,
you people?
Finally, not me.
Not the same thing Zach means.
No, I used to no. This isn't even about me, and y'all turned it on to a Zach joke. A mess.
This is where evil black cat says, Zach, you are the joke.
Racism is no joke.
I
It's so
race home as fast as I can, and I get this.
And you were still late.
And I
What
was
kind
still
of
late.
flash are you?
The worst flash, the worst flash alive.
Who is they? Zach Richmond.
What the heck? Oh man,
This is great.
I need a lot more coffee to get through this.
There you go, graphic.
What? Why graphic?
I think Rhaegar said
Oh.
more pixel.
You want a screenshot of my face? Hello there. I'm Pixel, Professor Pixel. Nice to see you.
There. Now we can
He
all
also goes
ingrain
by-
that, screenshot that,
Wait,
and
what is
save
that
it for
behind?
the
Is
next
that a
month.
Jigglypuff on that shelf down there?
Jigglypuff. What?
Yeah,
Oh, on the other, oh yeah,
Yeah,
above
other side, other side.
above the desk on the
Like,
shelf.
yeah.
Oh
That purple
no,
looking thing.
that's not mine.
It does look like a Jigglypuff.
Or Furby.
It's very cute though. Anyway,
It's all
Don't get any
together.
ideas of the stuffed animal.
that's right. Don't assume their identity.
Overall, like I said, I agree with you guys. 3.5. William Messner-Loebs, he had some good stories, but I guess for a standalone story by itself,
Mm-hmm.
I guess I can say that's a pretty good score.
I think it would fit better instead of a flat. The reason I would put it at 3.5 is because this is the Flash, and instead it feels like Superman is like being shoehorned in there. I think if you were to title this like Brave and the if it was part of a Brave and the Bold miniseries or something,
Yeah,
I'd rank it a little bit higher. I'd cut it some more slack, but
I think it also
yeah.
was marketing trying to basically get more sales too.
yeah,
This is 91.
that's fine. Yeah,
so
that's
it's been a few years. And like I said, Superman would have sometimes he used to have some guest stars, but I mean not so much because it's basically he had 3 titles going on, and like the only I think of guest stars I remember coming on there was basically Jade and his and her brother Obsidian appearing on there, and I can't think of any other really Batman. I mean, so yeah, I mean. The way they wrote Superman, like I said, like it was just a hot book back then. But
So hot.
Zach is not racist. He likes Black Bulge. He said so. I don't remember him saying that, but I mean, I can't deny it. If you guys saw it, it must have happened. So there's video evidence now. All right, and that's why he's off screen.
Goodbye. No.
I should change his name. It says Zach is black. All right, so you guys-
Anyway,
just let us know down below what you guys thought of it. If you guys are watching replay or those watching right now, let us know down in the comment section. Comments actually help us. So basically, the algorithm help us get out there, share it out to other people that we can torture with our bad ratings. And
they're great.
they're greatly bad.
There's never been. I don't think there's ever been another comic book reading like ours.
That's accurate.
Zach,
That's accurate.
Zach, did you say they're?
Yeah. Yes, I did. I did say no. I'm just kidding. They are entertaining in a way that Mystery Science Theater is entertaining. So there you go.
They are entertaining in a way that those car crash videos that shows us.
You know, I gotta.
That's better.
I gotta say,
like that.
speaking of Mystery Science Theater, I must be the guy the humans been tortured by the 3 other little creatures.
Well, he's not tortured by the little robots. The little robots are being tortured with him.
Are you Crow or Tom Servo?
I am Crow always. Oh no, maybe Tom Servo actually. I might be Tom Servo.
Wait, are you saying the evil black cats then, Crow?
Evil Black Cat is Gypsy, the pipe thing that comes down every now and then and
That
just
you
like
No.
burns people.
No, he's a tramp and a thief.
Zach is OD from coffee. Overdose. You can't overdose with coffee. Unless you're mixing stuff in the coffee, it's not part of the coffee. Then you can overdose. But I don't recommend that. Use sugar.
No, don't do
Not the other
that.
stuff.
Coffee is already an accelerant. It already gets your heart going. If you add anything to it, you're going to kill
I
yourself.
put speed in my coffee because it helps you go fast.
Don't do
Maybe
that.
it's something in the creamer.
Tom
No,
Servo is
it's something in the
alcoholic.
water.
He's a robot. He can't be an alcoholic. He's a robot.
I don't know. You gotta talk to your boy Rhaegar. He was a lot better under he was,
Under what? Under your what?
when I adopted him, it was all right. Now
Adopted.
Zach's got he's getting a little
Adopted.
crazy there.
Sure. That's what he
Just
said.
crack up-
Rookie.
Zach, you just gotta do is crack the whip. You're good at that.
What on earth? Oh my gosh.
Wait, graphic. Wait, are you confirming that he says speed and coffee will cancel each other out?
No,
Have you
no,
tried
no.
this?
No, that does not make no. Alcohol and speed might cancel each other out because alcohol is a depressant. But and
How about
speed
weed
is
and speed?
weed and speed. I don't want to try that.
I think we've gone on.
We're off the rails. We're falling down a cliff, Wally Coyote
Like I
style.
said, if you guys like this type of shenanigans at the end, just these comic books. Maybe there's something you guys want us to review on here, or maybe you want to be on panel and help review us. Come here and review it with us. You're more than welcome to. Just let us know down in the comment section down below what book it is, as long as it's not anything from like 2012 and up.
So we will
Yeah,
take
I was gonna
2011.
recommend a book that's 2012 and up.
We will take 2011 though.
Of course,
No,
We can-
no. If you have a genuine recommendation for a modern comic, I'll give it a shot. It has to be
Fair.
genuine though. You can't say, "Oh, you should check out Border Town." Oh, so much fun.
You should read What If Miles Morales Was Thor?
Odin's Fade.
If you want us to review modern shots or modern comics, I'll be taking some shots too. There's 3 of them.
Some different shots.
You get a tub of cheese in a box of laxatives. Well, we're not. Yeah, I'm like Megan Fitzmartin's books. I'm not touching those. No, I'm good.
Goodness, yeah.
Anyway,
let's go over some Jeff Johns Flash.
Oh
maybe
yeah.
some JSA or that stuff, or anything, or even from the 70s. Just let us know ahead of time. Give us a week ahead of time, and we'll take it into consideration. We'll get back to you, and But also, please donate to the channel. It helps us basically keep you.
please, I'm so
entertaining.
poor.
Pixel needs some money. He spent it all on the gold mining trip he's doing in the Philippines.
Gold mining. Eat hot death.
He thinks there's going to be gold there, but there isn't.
Sure.
He's going to pick up his inheritance from his great grandfather who had a diamond mine there.
Anyway,
Ko-fi.com/Palpatine. Click like, subscribe if you've already done so, and leave a comment down below as far as what your favorite part of this review was. And please do not say the black bulge. That will be hidden by the TLS.
Yeah, you guys still on that? Come on, guys. That was like 20 minutes ago. Get a new joke. Black
think I-
bulges.
Yeah, get off
If it's a
that
white
joke.
bulge like Danny Rand's, he wouldn't care. See?
I
All right.
think-
Why
No,
is
no.
Danny? What? I don't
Everyone
like any of this.
Everyone get off that so Zach can get on the black.
No, that's not what we want. It's not what I
All
want.
right.
No.
Have a good night, guys, and we'll see you in about 15 minutes, I think, right? For the next
15, 20, something like that.
All right.
That's right.
Peace.
Farewell.